What to do when the cube loses steps? Loss of steps refers to the inconsistency between the state displayed on the phone and the actual state of the cube in hand. 1. For occasional loss of steps, click pink to sync or solve to sync on the phone to synchronize the cube. 2. For frequent loss of steps, it indicates an internal contact problem. The possible causes of contact problems are 1. The worker did not assemble the parts properly. 2. The user disassembled the device randomly and pressed down on the pillar, causing excessive deformation of the spring piece. 3. Wear and tear due to heavy use. At this point, it is necessary to disassemble the core for maintenance and upkeep. You can refer to the following procedure for guidance. Step 1. Disassemble the cube. 1. Remove all edge pieces, corner pieces, and center caps. 2. Rotate the fixings on each center 90° clockwise and remove all center pieces. Note, the parts are small, so keep them well. Step 2. Disassemble the core. 1. Use a 2 mm screwdriver to unscrew the 4 screws on the core to avoid damaging the screws. 2. Hold the white and yellow pillars with both hands and gently disassemble the core. 3. Remove the 4 pillars from the core and take out the circuit board. Let's observe the 2 hemispheres. The hemisphere with white pillars is the lower half, which has 8 pins, representing the bottom shell. The hemisphere with yellow pillars is the upper half, which has no pins, representing the top shell. Step 3. Cleaning. 1. Use a wet tissue or an alcohol swab to wipe away dirt on the circuit board. Clean the 6-sided fan-shaped electrode thoroughly. 2. Check if the 5 contact points on the column are raised to the same height. If any contact point is found to be significantly depressed, gently lift it up with your finger. If there is no obvious deformation on the contact points, you don't need to do anything. Three. Install the white pillar onto the lower hemisphere with protrusions and the yellow pillar onto the upper hemisphere. Step 4. Assemble the core. Combine the circuit board and core. 1. Pick up the lower hemisphere with 8 pins and identify the square marking position. The other 3 directions are not square. 2. Find the only direction on the bottom of the circuit board with a notch and gently place the circuit board into the lower hemisphere, aligning the notch with the marking position. Press it down. If the direction is not correctly identified, the circuit board cannot be installed on the bottom. 3. Install the green, orange, red, and blue pillars according to the text markings on the bottom of the circuit board. Be careful during installation and avoid using excessive force. 4. Identify the marking position of the upper hemisphere and place the yellow pillar into the upper hemisphere. Align the marking position with the circuit board notch or the white socket direction and gently press it tight, then screw in the 4 screws. During the screw-in process, remember not to squeeze the core with force. Step 5. Reassemble the cube. 1. Hold the pillars with your left hand and start installing the centerpieces. Note, the irregular hexagonal through hole at the bottom of the centerpiece corresponds to the notch shape on the short shaft. Make sure to align the orientation correctly. Place the centerpiece onto the shaft and rotate it gently for it to automatically fall into the correct position. Ensure that the centerpiece can move freely up and down without any resistance. Avoid forcible assembly. During the assembly process, do not squeeze the central axis of the 6 faces with your fingers. This may cause unnecessary damage. 2. Install the large and small fixings. Rotate 90° and pull outward slightly to secure the center pieces. 3. Install 2 center pieces and add an edge piece between them for stability. Continue with the 3rd and 4th center pieces, along with their corresponding edge and corner pieces. Repeat until all are installed. 4. Adjust the axis distance of each face to a fixed number recommended in setting 4. 5. Place the center caps according to the color of each pillar. 6. Check and solve the cube. Adjust any misaligned pieces. 7. Connect the cube to the app and click Solve to Sync button.